Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy yourself.
This is a story of Aarav, and his story tells us that not every human action in life is done to boast about our qualities to others or with an objective of harnessing any reward or recognition in favor of our deeds. Some acts can be selfless and uncalculated too. In a quiet village nestled between two green hills and a winding river, there lived a boy named Aarav. His family was poor but honest. His father was a weaver and his mother a potter. They worked with their hands, lived simply, and asked for little from the world. Aarav was unlike the other children. While others ran and shouted and played, Aarav often wandered alone, watching the sky, listening to the breeze, or helping old people carry bundles of firewood. He had no real friends, but he never seemed lonely. He noticed things others ignored, as a cracked pot left behind, a goat stuck in a fence, a seedling struggling between stones. And without saying a word, quietly, he would help. Most people didn't pay attention to him. Some said he was a little odd. Others smiled gently and said, "He has a soft heart." No one really understood him, but no one minded observing him either. One dry afternoon, Aarav was walking home from the river when he spotted a bird lying still in the dust, a small myna, its wings splayed, eyes blinking weakly. Flies buzzed around its body. People passed it without stopping. But Aarav knelt down. One wing of the bird was twisted. It had been hurt, perhaps by a fall, or by someone who had been unkind. He cupped it in his palms and whispered, "Don't worry. I will take care of you." At home, he found a small basket, lined it with cotton, and made a nest from broken twigs. His mother, though weary, helped crush some grains. Day and night, Aarav tended to the bird, feeding it drop by drop, gently cleaning its feathers, singing to it softly. He named it Sweetie. Weeks passed. Sweetie slowly grew stronger. One morning, Aarav carried the basket to the banyan tree near the edge of the village. The bird flapped its wings and soon leapt into the sky. It soared above in circles, let out a bright call, and disappeared in the blue sky. Aarav watched until it had gone far away. A smile rested gently on his face. He told no one about this. It was enough for him that Sweetie had flown back once again in life. Time passed. Aarav grew taller. His silent wisdom and kind behavior continued as before, repairing broken tools without being asked, planting flowers outside the temple, sharing half his lunch with a stray dog. When the village school ran out of chalk, Aarav carved bits of limestone himself and left them on the teacher's desk. No one ever saw him do all these things, as he never spoke about it. One summer, the rains failed miserably. The river dried up nearly. Crops began to wither. The well near the banyan tree became a cracked, empty ball. The villagers grew anxious. Fights broke out at the remaining wells. Fear of survival spread all around. But Aarav didn't panic. Instead, he returned to the banyan tree and started digging small trenches to catch what little rain might fall. He collected used pots and fixed them into a rainwater harvesting system using clay and rope. He taught the children how to save water and plant vegetables in reusable sacks. At first, people laughed. "What can one boy do, after all?" they said. But the children joined him at large. Then, a few parents. And slowly, a movement began, quiet, cooperative and steady. The banyan tree became a meeting place. People shared water. They started planting together. Arguments turned into discussions. The village began to breathe again. One morning, a government worker passed through the village on a routine visit. He noticed the tidy, shaded clearing around the banyan tree, the small community garden, the water-saving pots, and the books children were reading under the tree. "Who started all this?" he asked. People looked around, then pointed at Aarav. The man took notes, asked questions, and returned to the city. A few weeks later, a letter arrived. The village had been selected for a small developmental grant, enough to build a learning hut, install a proper rainwater tank, and train villagers in sustainable farming. Everyone celebrated. For once, they truly looked at Aarav, not with amusement or indifference, but with genuine respect. Still, Aarav didn't take any credit. He helped set up the hut, stocked it up with books, and taught the children simple science using chalk diagrams on a clay wall. His name was never painted anywhere. He never gave a speech on any podium. That evening, as the sun turned the village golden, Aarav sat under the banyan tree. The same place where he had once released a bird and where he had once swept leaves alone. It was now full of laughter and learning. A small boy sat beside him and asked, "Why do you help everyone, even when no one notices?" Aarav looked up at the sky and smiled. "Because someone always does," he said. "Even when people don't see anything, the universe does." Moral of the story: in a world where people chase attention and praise, the quiet work of the heart often goes unnoticed. But unseen goodness is never wasted. Like roots growing beneath the earth, small acts of kindness create the strength for great things to bloom later. Aarav never asked for any reward or recognition. He simply followed what felt right to him, even when no one was watching. In the end, his quiet choices helped not just one bird or one child, but an entire village. How true it is that the universe watches, listens, and remembers everything. And when the time is right, it responds, not with applause, but with growth, with grace, and with gentle blessings that last for all throughout life and after.
Thanks for watching and enjoying our inspiring videos. If you like our stories, do pool in your likes and wonderful comments about your views. Also, don't forget to subscribe now for more interesting content. Have a nice day. Let's meet again soon. Take care.